Now let's move on to briefly defining some key terms that are essential to understanding what Onum does and how we help our clients. The first of these is the term observability. It's a word that has become very popular in recent years, and it is seen as the natural next step beyond monitoring. In essence, observability is defined as the ability to understand what is happening inside a system based on the external outputs it produces. In other words, information I can see from that system, such as CPU usage, memory status, or storage capacity, allows me to understand the internal state of the system. For example, whether the CPU is close to being maxed out due to a sudden load spike, or whether memory usage is growing more than expected. In this way, Onum enables the integration of a wide range of tools, thanks to its agnostic nature, so that all this information can be aggregated and analyzed, whether it's application performance data, network data, or cybersecurity data. Any of this information can be processed within Onum. Why? The purpose of analyzing all this data is to identify and resolve issues in real time, that is, as they happen and with minimal delay, because the longer it takes to resolve these kinds of problems, the greater the loss, whether financial, reputational, or other. Another benefit of observability is the ability to discover problems we didn't even know existed. We can identify that something isn't working as it should, and more importantly, understand why. This allows us to find solutions and fix problems effectively. Another term is orchestration. One of Onum's strengths is that it can work with data from any deployed tool, any vendor, and any type of device. So it's not necessary to have different tools to handle data from 2 or 3 different vendors, or from firewalls or applications. Instead, we have a single tool that centralizes all necessary data flows. This allows us to manage and automate behaviors we want to implement, whether at the level of data transformations, enrichment, or simply defining the routing of each data stream based on its origin. This capability lets us effectively manage integration and transformation, so we can unlock the true value of this data. Because today, with the vast amount of information being generated, it's increasingly difficult to know where the real insight lies. So what we're aiming to do is ensure that the right data reaches the right team or system at the right moment. It's not enough for data to be perfectly processed if it arrives too late, like a minute after it's generated or after the problem has been resolved. Therefore, the goal of a tool like Onum is to ensure the correct data is available in the right place at the right time in the proper format.